So, either it's because there were several of us, or he was the one who said it.
I do believe this isn't the first time this sort of thing has happened.
I want to continue with you anymore. You have been very unkind to me.
So the party dramatically does the one thing that you are never supposed to do in a haunted house and splits the party.
That's kissing! In the spooky house!
This looks a lot like the old woman selling you flowers.
I knew I shouldn't have trusted her.
Written in Elvish, it says Mom in me. Very high up, sort of in the top of the tree, wrapped around a vine, you see a bright green gemstone.
Over there.
A better gardener, yes.
You found your bounty, or the corpse of your bounty. We are back in the gallery again, with our gang investigating these paintings, and now with like the child's drawing that they have that was hidden behind a painting. Is there anything you wanted to do that you didn't get a chance to?
She wanted to go and check, see if with the names, if they were, with the names to see if they were, if she can, you do a history check to see if now that she knows that there was also another child, to see if she can recognize them now.
Sure, go ahead and give it a shot. History check.
22.
22.
Yay!
All right. You, now looking at this again, now really thinking about it, you kind of, it sort of takes you a minute to really ponder. It's like on the tip of your tongue. I mean, being a librarian, like studying this stuff, a lot of things do kind of blur together a little bit. So that's why you couldn't like really remember it on the first time. You don't know about this child at all. You never heard anything about it, whatever. The name Valentine, though, it comes to you that Valentine is definitely the name of a family of witches, a very long line of family of witches. Sometimes in some stories they're kind of regarded as being like as famous, others infamous. It just really depends on who's telling the story. But they're regarded as a long line family of witches that have branched off into different places in the world, who are just very famous for being very powerful and things like that. Well, you don't know who Rose and Violet Valentine are from anything you've heard. You do know that the Valentine name is associated with powerful witches.
Now that I think about it, the Valentine name, they're a family of very powerful witches. Which, I don't recognize the name Rose or Violet, or I don't know who this child is either, but that reminds me. Can you take a closer look at this photo of Rose Valentine? She looks similar to the old lady that we saw earlier.
Do you want me to roll for that?
Sure. It would be a it's the same thing she did. It would be a intelligence check.
Give me a second. Well, I got a nat 1, so no.
No, that you have never seen this woman in your life. She looks like no one you know.
No, the woman selling flowers was old. This is not an old person.
Well, yes, this is an old
We do love a himbo.
Whatever, okay.
Well, you asked my opinion, and I told you what I thought.
Yeah, that's right, I did, but... Okay, by now would you realize that it's kind of strange that Lisandro and Maylee are not together?
Yeah, sure. You want to do a stealth and perception check?
8.
16.
Yeah, you certainly do notice. Like, yeah, it is weird that Maylee's not here. You look around, she's just not here. You don't see a thing.
So, all that was in the room was the 3 portraits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's gonna investigate to see if there's anything else that she might have missed when looking around the room.
Sure, go for it.
15.
15. I'm gonna say, you kind of look around the room again, just kind of scanning around a little bit. I will say that you do kind of put it together. I mean, just with all the other information you've learned, like looking at the paintings again, you do put it together that these all seem like the same family. You can kind of connect like, oh, this person who's the dad here was the son here, and like, this lady is that lady. You do put together that this does look like this home has been in this family for a very long time, or at least that this family's had a very long lineage. And like putting 1 and 2 together, you think that this whole house is considered like a Valentine house.
How romantic.
This house most likely belonged to the Valentines.
I would hope so. They have a lot of their family portraits in this house.
Well, but that means also, considering they're a line of terrible witches, this house probably has a lot of definitely surprising and other kinds of traps.
I would feel the same too with the suit of armors. Like, I don't really feel like those were puppets.
She now kind of wanted to see if like there's anything behind any of the paintings in the room next door. In the other.
Yeah, you start to. I'm gonna say that you look around. Just doesn't need an investigate check. None of the paintings have anything else behind them other than the one Violet already did that you already found. So as far as you can see, there's none of the other paintings have anything hidden behind them.
Nothing else here except for those doors.
So
let's go back.
Lisandro wants to take the drawing out of the portrait, like the frame of the child drawing. He wants to take it and add it to the other paper.
All right, sure. You add it to the other paper. They very much do seem like the same like kid drew this. But other than that, they don't like connect in any kind of weird way. But you do have both of them.
It just feels like something he wants to keep just in case, because it's so out of place compared to everything else.
Yeah, sure. You take those with you. Yeah, so you are still here. There's that grand doorway that's on the other side of the room, and you can of course leave the way you came. So yeah.
Does the lizard man have his flower crown on still, like throughout all of this?
No, lizard has a hat. Snake has flowers.
No, I meant Lisandro.
Oh, he's a snake, and he does.
Sorry, because I don't know why, but picturing all of this and his himbo moment with the flower crown just kind of makes it even better.
You forget I'm wearing a top hat and a big fuzzy coat.
Tylwalyn's gonna go back and head and look at the door underneath the stairs.
All right. Do Maylee and Lisandro follow her?
Sneaky, yeah.
Lisandro's gonna clomp his way after.
Give me another stealth roll with advantage versus a perception check.
Oh my god! What?
There's no point in this.
Yeah, I got 11.
19!
19. Oh yeah, you walk through.
My big fuzzy coat.
You pick up that like Cassandra's like stomping a lot louder than he was before, and you're like. So you look back and you just look around and you just immediately see, like, you're out of the gallery now. You just immediately see, it's like a Bigfoot sighting. You just see Maylee, like, freeze as your eyes lock as she's leaving the gallery archway.
Hi!
You were following me.
No, I was following my husband. Why would I follow you? It's not like you have cool hair or anything.
I'm going to take that as a compliment, but also, you could have just come out. We're working on the same side. We're trying to be helpful towards each other. Trying to
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about my wife's hobby. She has plenty of them, and it's not a bother.
I mean, unless you're hiding something.
No.
Hiding what?
Can you roll an insight check?
Okay. I'm gonna say it's a lie by omission. So it's give me a deception versus insight against each other. Sure, if Lisandro wants to participate as well. He's technically helping this, so.
He probably doesn't because he doesn't want to get in the lying category.
Okay. So it's just between Maylee and
So just lying by omission.
Yeah.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, what did Tylwalyn get? Oh, 12. Yeah, no, you're a little sus still. Like, this is still a little suspicious, but, like, you don't really have anything, like, It's just suspicious. You don't have anything to
I'm
really
just gonna
put down.
I'm gonna blink my big brown eyes like I wouldn't. I would never.
All right, so y'all are headed
Okay.
to the room under the stairs that you saw, and we go back to the conservatory now. All right, boys, what are we doing? Are we throwing the hand axes?
All right, so should I try guiding bolt so we have the distance, or do you want us to both just throw our hand axes at it?
I feel that distance might help, considering we don't know what happened to the bell.
You are very, very true. You are very, yes.
I am very true.
Yeah. Yes, you are, and might I say, you look wonderful in that tiny hat.
Thank you. It was a gift
You're
from
welcome.
the mouse. I'm pretty sure she stole it.
All right, so we go the bear 120 feet, like.
Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
In order to, this tree is like 50 feet in the air. The doors are not nearly that tall.
Oh,
so
okay.
like, you can basically get to the door and stand in the doorway, but you cannot stand any further like that, or you can't see where you're pointing.
That makes sense. Okay, so but we're in the doorway.
Yeah, you are in the doorway.
All right, so I'm gonna try to guiding bolt the gem.
All right, roll an attack roll, please.
All right, 1 + 5, baby. No, I got 19 + 5, so I'm.
Wow.
Is it?
You take aim with your guiding bolt and you shoot at the gem. Pink light swirls around your arms, streaks through your fingers right at it. You think you got it. It looks like it's dead on target. The vine scoops it up out of the way.
Vine said yoink.
Wait, like right at the last second? Like...
Right at the last second, the vine weaves it out of the way of your guiding bolt, as your guiding bolt just basically hits the wall and just kind of like shatters into sparkles.
Well, fireworks.
You saw that, right?
That was not fair play.
All right, we got to think of a plan.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us want to go. I don't think we're gonna want to go touch it. Like I'm taking that assumption here. All right, so what other spells do I have?
What is this gem to what we're trying to accomplish?
I think I just have a sneaking suspicion, especially now seeing that the gem has to be tied to all of this in some way. Whether it be the evil magic or the fact that I just with the suits of armor, and now that we know that it definitely wasn't, not gonna think about it. Not gonna think about it. It wasn't him. And now that the tree is trying to protect it, I'm just gonna. I think we need that gem.
Then we will have no choice but to scale the tree. Okay, let's go.
You're very right, I guess.
He doesn't even
I
stand
could
there.
try.
Abijah, in your like hesitation to see it, you like look back at the thing and you just see like fire suddenly in the background that wasn't there before. Just as if like making it more intimidating. Like just like behind all the plants, you just see like a wall of fire. All of a sudden, that was not there before.
Okay, so he gets really excited, and he's like, "I need to sacred flame the tree." That's what this is saying.
Oh no!
Wait.
Light the room on fire.
No, I'm not gonna light the room on fire. I'm not a pyromaniac, but I have gotten a sign that I should burn the tree.
This room is full of plants. Do not light the room on fire.
No, I'm not going to go for the room. I have to touch it. Or no, 60 feet, my bad. 60 feet. I am going to just get the giant tree and burn it.
I do not believe you. Do not burn the room.
I am pretty sure I will not burn the room. I have to be honest, I can't lie. I cannot be 100% certain, but I'm sure we can get out if we have enough time. You know what? No, you're right. No, you're right.
I
No,
am
take-
unable to scale the tree. Then you can set the room on fire.
That's what I was about to suggest. Yes, I need to work together better, but I'm just saying, you can try. Go ahead. I will. Wait, I think I have a thingy I can give you too. Do I? I do. I can give you resistance. Just to be safe.
Resistance to climate.
Well, no. It just says you touch one willing creature once before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 to add to their number rolled to the
To a
one
saving throw.
So, but can I have that so that Kaskan can like get the buff to climb the tree or whatever?
You can.
Alright.
Free buff.
All right, so I'm gonna just it's like, all right, but let me give you this blessing, please. All right, so Kaskan, not Kaskan, damn it, I don't know why I said that. So Abijah's gonna go to Kaskan and just put his very soft hands on this lizard man's face. Just like look into his eyes and bless him with resistance.
Oh my god.
You know, for a character you said was straight, that's pretty gay.
Blessing the blue.
I can't see like a holy touching any other way. I can't like.
Yeah. Oh, Kaskan,
Anoint him.
Listen, you were a bit hesitant about climbing. You're not a climbing lizard, as you said, but you feel a little invigorated by that.
Okay. The gay touches invigorates me.
The
Let's go.
gays! The gays are just giving me life.
Homosexual touch.
Sky, how this works is for your roll, you'll roll the d20, but you also can roll a d4 and add that to your 20 plus any mod.
And you can do it after your saving throw. It only happens once, I should say.
Yeah.
But you can do it before or after your roll. So if you like roll it and you're like, oh no, that seems like it's just slightly under, I can roll a d4 to help you.
Or keep it because this spell lasts for a minute. So
yeah. So is Kaskan gonna go climb the tree?
He's gonna go climb the tree with amazing athleticism.
Okay, so you carefully navigate through the plants a little bit, and you're gonna start climbing the tree. Can you give me an athletics check?
18.
18. You begin to climb up this tree. Just like claws digging into bark or whatever. And you actually make it about 10 feet up pretty quickly as you go. Do you keep climbing?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait,
Another athletics.
yeah.
Oh,
Another 18.
a lot.
10 more feet. You just sort of go up. Abijah, you're watching this. And as he's now about 20 feet up the tree, you know, he's just like a little under halfway. You see just vividly in your mind. Can you give, you see like this huge serpent suddenly come out from behind the tree and start like wrapping its way around up towards Kaskan. Can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom. All right, hold on. There it is.
It's Lisandro, but snake.
18.
Okay.
No.
While this is very intimidating to see and it feels very real, you start to, in the back of your mind, you can kind of feel like putting pieces together, that you think this, you might not want to panic right away. This might be an hallucination.
Okay, so I need to have faith. I need to believe. I need to believe in him. I need to believe in him.
Kaskan, athletics check. Let's go.
Do another last athletics check. Yeah, let's just my guy just positive affirmation himself.
What?
17.
17. All right, you climb another about 10 feet up. Your foot does kind of slip just a little bit on one of the bark, but you managed to recover just fine. You're now 30 feet up the tree. You're about 20 feet away from the gem. Abijah, you just to cause more problems so you can be included in this.
I mean, I feel included. So
you feel like just suddenly like a chill go down your spine as you just kind of hear like whispered into your ear, just like hear a soft voice whisper to you, just like, if he keeps going, he's going to die. And I need a wisdom saving throw.
damn it. All right. 15?
15. makes you jump, and it feels again very, very real, but just barely. You're just kind of telling yourself that like you think you're hallucinating, and that you need to have faith. You've blessed this dragon. You got to do it. You've given him the gay face touch. He can do this.
Is that what it's called now on the gay face touch?
Yes. Listen, because it's not like you just put a hand on his cheek. You put both hands on his face.
Yeah, well, he's got the muzzle. Like, you know.
I know.
Little twaggy face.
Yeah, all right.
It's funny to me. All right.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so
Kaskan, another.
I will say though, Abijah will get a little closer, like, because he believes in it, but now he's gonna just, you know, like, just.
Yeah. You shuffle forward a little bit, just a little bit anxious. Kaskan, another athletics check.
You still have the buff too. Remember that.
Now what?
All right, I need a dex saving throw from you, please.
Oh no. You have the buff. You have the buff for the dex saving throw. You might want to use that.
Dex saving throw.
Yeah, so roll your dex and then roll a
Please
d4
don't
if it's
die,
low.
you funky lizard.
Don't die, you funky lizard.
Going to add the 4. Because 13 plus 1 is not good. 16 plus 1, 17.
17. Okay, so you just on that nat 1, like you hear. Okay, here's what happens. Abijah like shuffles his way forward and like kind of he doesn't step or break anything, but you just like kind of hear it in the back, like whatever.
Oh, the movement, yeah.
And it makes you jump. So you end up like, it's almost like a cat. You get shocked, so your nails just like come out of the tree, and you just straight up like start falling before you quickly like panic and like grab into the tree. It's like you got like long cat scratch marks in the tree. You fell about like 10 feet down again, so you're back at the like 20 feet mark. And can you give me?
That's a big fall though. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I know. Oh no, I know. Nat 1. That's what I'm ruling.
Yeah.
And can you give me, as you like rake your claws to the tree, can you give me a charisma saving throw?
Oh.
Charisma.
You're gonna look stoopy.
Oh, look, 13.
13. Okay. You, for a moment, there is like an ominous silence that kind of like, as you sit there for a moment and recover, you almost, Abijah, for a second, you almost see, it almost feels like all the plants like in the room almost take like a deep breath or something like that, but you can't tell if you're hallucinating that or not. Kaskan, would you like to do another athletics check now that you've recovered?
Are you all right, Kaskan?
Only a minor setback.
Okay.
I have it.
If you believe so.
Okay.
I don't, but I'm not telling you that. Okay. So 19.
19. All right. To quickly recover the same space that you've already fallen. As you quickly climb up again, back to the 30 feet mark. Yeah, all right. Give me another athletics check as you just keep barreling on.
12.
12. All right. This time you do it, but now you're like starting to get a little bit tired. This is quite a lot of like climbing that you've had to do. So you only make it about like 5 or 7 feet up this time, not the full like 10 feet you've been doing. But you feel like if just you could do one more big thing, you could possibly get close enough to this gem. So as right before you do that, Abijah once again just hallucinating his ass off right now. You see that, like, once again, for a moment, the little imp thing that you saw instead of the gem, like, vanished, but you see it come back again. It, like, looks at you, and even from this distance, you can see it, like, have a twisted grin on its face, as it, like, you watch it, like, take out from seemingly nowhere, it takes out, like, a very comedically long needle, and, like, points it at Kaskan, as if, like, if Kaskan reaches for it, it's gonna stab it. Can you give me one more wisdom saving throw?
I don't know why that's so funny to me. Like out of
Just
character, that's really fucking funny.
Just a little imp,
the
just like
yeah, the cartoony.
yeah, just like
like a fucking picture. Okay.
Yeah, this is like a long needle just pointed at Kaskan, very threateningly. Oh no, this is fucking real. You know now this is absolutely
I got
real.
a
This
nat
is not a
one. I got a
hallucination.
nat one.
Kaskan is in danger.
Oh, okay. Where's the imp thing though? Where is
it
the
is
imp
where the gem is, as far as you can see it. So like if Kaskan does like one more great athletics check, he'll basically be close enough. He's large enough to where it would be like he could reach out and grab it. So you see it like exactly where the gem is.
Okay. So it's like he's like thinking with himself. He's like, well, he is dragonborn. I mean, they're strong. I'm sure a needle isn't gonna hurt him. I think he'll be okay. He should be able to grab the stone. And everything should be fine. And
Kaskan, one more athletics check.
Yeah, so he's just like he's like fighting
He's
himself.
like on the
right
verge
now.
of a panic attack right now.
Yeah, it's like. Oh no! What did you do?
Nat 20?
Nat 20, bitch.
Fuck yeah. I'm going to describe what happens.
Yeah.
Because this is perfect. Okay. You, Kaskan, you realize for a moment, you have climbed 40 feet up this giant tree. You are not a climbing lizard. This is, for a moment, you feel just powerful. You are just amazing. You are unstoppable. You feel like the pride you have for your clan just coursing inside you. You just start like full out, just like sprint climbing up this tree, just like almost jumping up. You basically like leap off and grab this gem out of the vine. And there's like this, you have just like an epic slow motion fall as you like fall back to the ground. Can you give me like a dexterity saving throw with advantage, just because you look so cool right now?
So, but Abijah's gonna scream. He's like, Kaskan!
Yeah, Abijah's almost having a panic attack.
Yeah.
15.
16?
15.
15. You sort of like fall to the ground. It's like a 50 feet drop, which is pretty crazy.
That's a heavy ass drop.
Oh yeah, but you
drop for a heavy ass dude.
Oh yeah. So like you grab it and you just kind of like do a flip in the air as you're just like falling down. You crash on the ground. You manage to land like kind of on your back where your armor is. Surprisingly, like at that moment during that fall, like there's still enough plants where your fall is kind of cushioned a little bit. So you only take like 2 points of damage, which is not at all as much as you could have taken.
Oh yeah, for a 50-foot drop, yeah, that's really good.
Oh yeah,
so.
you but at the moment, like it was just in time though too that these plants could cushion your fall, because as you are falling in this cool way, starting from where you got the gem, all of the plants start to just wither and die. You watch it like kind of as you fall, it kind of follows you down the tree, just this withering and this like these plants turning brown and black. And as soon as you land on this cushion of plants, they all rot into ash around you. Both of you watch as like the dead body, the guy in the tree, like just kind of like slumps over and falls on the ground. And you also see, can I get another Constitution save from Abijah?
He throws up again.
Yeah, just see.
Fuck, what's my con? I think I got it. 15?
All right, you gag, but thankfully you don't throw up this time.
Or does it like it's like a gross thing, or it's like because it's a 15? Is it like it like gets there, but like swallows it back
you
down?
had like a weird like drive heave like for a second there, but you're okay. Yeah, Kaskan, you lay on the ground, this gem firmly in your hand, and you've never felt more cool in your life.
Oh,
He just sticks the gem right up and just like, I got it.
Yes!
I solved the problem.
Yes, you did.
You solved
you did.
the problem.
Yes, you did. You did. It just looks us in the body. You did. So Abijah's gonna walk over and help Kaskan up, and he's like, and see, devil work wasn't in this parts. Look, everything's withering away and dying.
Yes.
All right. So
With that, we're gonna pause again, and we're gonna cut back to the other people exploring the other room. So back with the other group now. Tylwalyn, you approach the door, the married couple kind of close behind you. You open this small door into a room that just immediately does strike you as kind of similar in its vibe to the male like cloakroom that y'all were in the other room, in the other hallway. You can see like just very quickly glancing around, you sort of stop for a moment. You see this looks like kind of a bit of a lounge room, a bit of a morning room where people would kind of come and just like sort of relax and drink some tea and just kind of vibe a little bit. But you see this room is actually not empty though. You see lounging around this room are these like floating Victorian suits and hats and stuff like that. They all like move and kind of sit and like gesture as if there's somebody wearing them, but there's absolutely no one in these suits as far as you can see. They're sitting and like you don't hear any voices, but you see like motions as if people are like talking to each other and socializing. As you like open the door and step in, they all immediately kind of like stop and they turn to look at you. As far as you can tell, at least they're looking at you. But they seem to have noticed that you have entered.
Can I roll an Arcana check to see if it's rather magic controlling them or invisible people? Yeah.
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
And can Lisandro and like Maylee know what's going on in the room, or are we just looking at the back of?
I'm assuming you're close enough now that you can see in the room.
Stick my little face through the door. That's spooky.
That's spooky.
7.
Spooky.
You really don't know what's up with these things. It could be magic, it could be something else, you're not really sure.
Can I check to see if they seem threatening? Like,
sure, give me an insight check because they look more humanoid, so they're not really animals.
oh, I do have advantage on it.
You go, little buddy.
No, stop. That's a 14.
14. You're not entirely sure. Again, it's hard to get a read on them because they're visible, so there's no faces or anything to really look at. I mean, the most you get to a face is like one of them has like a monocle or something on. But you kind of look around. You kind of get the vibe that they don't seem hostile to you. They look more just surprised that you're here. But they don't seem like they're going to attack you or anything. If anything, they seem almost like they're cautious of you, like they're wondering if you're going to do anything.
Did we accidentally, what is the word? Attend a party uninvited? No.
Oh, we're crashing their party.
Yes, that.
I'm gonna give them a little curtsy.
Can Tylwalyn get a history check to see if she knows like exactly how people communicate back during the whatever time period the close book?
You curtsy.
I'm gonna say, just on a history check, you don't know, like, just regardless, you have no idea, like, they don't, again, you don't hear any language, so you don't know what kind of language they're speaking or anything like that. You have a feeling it's in something that you guys can't hear. I will say that to Maylee, as you curtsy, you see, like, kind of some of them move, like, you see based on their shoulders, like, some of them look at each other, and one of them walks up and bows to you.
Tylwalyn saying that. I don't know. Okay. Well, Tylwalyn saying that responds curtsies also and says in Elvish, hello and good day, sirs and madams.
One of them kind of like perks up a little bit as you say that, and you see like he moves his hands or something, but you can't, like, you don't hear anything out of him, but it almost seems like they're trying to talk to you back. But seeing that, like, he kind of realizes that you can't understand what he's saying, so he stops that, but he does, that floating suit that was doing that though does walk up to you.
Seeing that they're trying to communicate, she wants to cast comprehend languages as a ritual. That work, or would that take too long?
1 second. Where do you have it? There it is. Okay. What are the meaning of any spoken languages that you hear? I'm gonna say, just so you don't waste a spell slot, I'm gonna say that won't work with this one because you can't hear what they're saying. Yeah. So you kind of like ponder what to do. You feel like a very cold hand reach up and kind of like touch your forehead a little bit as you're like pondering this. And as you do, you feel a feeling of like air kind of waft through you, not like threatening, but just it's very cold and like shocking, but it doesn't like it doesn't hurt, and you are healed for 10 points of damage.
Oh.
I want to party with the spookies.
Yeah. I'm gonna say at that moment, as y'all are kind of like, oh, they're friendly. That's when Kaskan and Abijah end up kind of walking through. You kind of walked out the conservatory, and you see like they didn't even go in the drawing room. Like you see that there's lights on in the gallery, and now the door's open by this like morning room. So you like go over there to like suss out where they are. So you can kind of see in the room, but you're not in the room with them quite yet. You're just kind of in the doorway.
Okay, but we can see the floating suits.
Oh, you see the floating people.
So
Spawn seeing the big. Oh, Tylwalyn's gonna spawn seeing the big here now. Like, oh no.
No.
Wait, am I still insane?
No, you're the hallucinations have worn off. Not that you know that.
Well, yeah, I know. That's I meant like
yeah,
the player.
they've worn off, but Abijah doesn't know that for a fact.
Yeah, so. Kaskan, am I going crazy?
In what regards?
Are
You weren't already?
Are there floating suits?
There are
this room?
definitely floating suits.
Okay, can I roll? Would that be insight just for me to like?
I'm gonna say wisdom saving throw to see
Wisdom
if you can
saving throw. Okay.
Yeah, to see if you can figure out like, oh, everyone can see this.
Dirty 21.
All right, you.
These dice love me.
You kind of like look around a little bit, and you kind of realize that like you're not the only one seeing them. You see that like Lisandro and Maylee are kind of looking at these like creatures as well, and so you suss out that you're not hallucinating this, and you think that you actually think that you haven't seen hallucination in like the past minute, so you kind of think that maybe that's gonna stop now. Hopefully.
Okay. It's just I was just dehydrated. I need to get some water or something. Okay. He says it like out loud to himself, so he's just like muttering.
You see one of the top hats like cock as if somebody's like tilting their head at you in question.
Oh, do I know? No, I just have celestial in common. Damn it. All right, so he's gonna see everybody kind of just chilling out and not fighting it. So he's gonna just like take a bow and be like, "Hi, how do you do?"
They bow in return.
Ooh, they're so polite.
Yeah, there seems to be like there's a bit more. Yeah,
Maylee is very impressed.
There's not as tense. They seem to like know that you're friendly, and they seem more calm now.
Just sighs and relaxes a little bit. Well,
Well,
everyone. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, we found the mark.
Oh.
Please tell me it's not dead.
It's very.
You don't have him. You don't have him now, do you?
What did you
No.
do?
No. He's fine. He's fine staying where he is right now. He's not
I
going
was
anywhere.
eaten by the house. He
Is
turned
he
into a plant.
alive and
No.
in a condition? Oh,
Hi,
what did you do?
buddy.
Nothing.
No,
He turned
and before
into a
before you finish that, not you, Kaskan. I'm sorry, my friend. Before you finish that, no,
No.
No.
you were about to say what condition? No, just no.
They broke it.
They.
We
So
did
we-
no such thing.
Well, we
Guys-
did no such thing. We were
Okay.
doing our job and looking for it. Yes.
No, I'm just making sure. So you did not have anything to do with his murder.
Yes, he was
Correct?
very much. Yes, he was very much dead before we got there. He'd been dead. He'd been dead at least a few hours.
Is that true, Kaskan? I would take your word over the glow stick man.
Yes, I'm very much not lying about the state of the.
I trust him. Look how trustworthy he is.
Okay then.
Oh,
Very dead. You should not trust him.
Tylwalyn's now gonna look back towards the suits and ask, dear sirs and madams, we have a question for you. Are you perhaps related to the Valentines, or working for them?
They. Give me a second.
Well, it's okay. While that's happening, it's like the Valentines.
They.
Who are the Valentines?
We learned a lot of things.
Like, the one that's like kind of speaking to you, you see like its sleeve move up and like as if there's something like they're pondering that a moment. And it kind of like shrugs at you. And can you give me an insight check?
So just to be sure, none of us hear the spirits, right? Just Tylwalyn?
Tylwalyn doesn't hear them.
We're just watching them.
It's just body
Okay.
language.
Okay.
8 for insight.
Yeah, you like it shrugs at you, and you don't really know what that means.
Do you think it's possible we can just ask them yes or no questions and have them perform an action to ascertain whether it is yes or no? They're not really saying anything.
Now who's being rude?
I'm gonna say, while this is while y'all are talking, another one of the spirits, like the one with like the monocle, like walks up to Maylee and like touches her head. And now you're healed for 10 points of damage.
Oh yeah, she's gonna curtsy and thanks. Woo, I'm fully healed now.
Not gonna lie.
Oh,
ghost.
I want to like realize and like grab and ask Lisandro, the child's wrong. Do you still have it, correct? Can I see it?
Yes. And he hands it over.
Child's draw. Oh, I'm sorry. Is no one going to bring us up to speed about what was going on? Because we were doing our jobs.
Mr. Lizard Man, we found pictures.
I'll explain in a second. Let's just
All right, wait, real quick. Sky, what were you saying? You were getting talked over.
I fell out of a tree.
Oh, are you
That's
okay?
No, he actually caught himself by the Lord's rays. He was protected, and he was able to be rather magnificent in gathering a very special gem.
So, you let him climb a tree, then fall out of the tree.
Why
No,
would
he
you let
didn't
him
fall-
fall
no.
out of the tree?
He did not fall out of the tree. He slid out of the tree.
Oh, so you scared him out of the tree.
The spirits look very confused right now. Like, while you're talking,
he is
one
like
of them,
holding everything back from
one of them
hunting
has
this mouse.
air of like
He is like
concern.
tempted.
No,
Yeah,
okay,
he
like
is
one of the spirits have like this air of concern while you're talking, so they just like kind of shuffle over to Kaskan and like yeah, you can't see them, but you see like the shoes like trying to stand up on its tiptoes as they like touch the top of Kaskan's head.
Okay,
And Kaskan,
sorry.
you're healed for 10 points of damage.
Besides your incompetency on keeping your teammates unharmed, you mentioned a gem?
My incompetency.
Yes, well, you see, while we were doing our thing, no one fell out of a tree.
Well, while you were all just lollygagging, we were trying to do our jobs. What we were, brought here to do.
And you did so great at that because he's dead.